Hello everyone. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I want to say happy Mother's Day to the wonderful mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you are enjoying your weekend and getting spoiled the way you deserve. Shout out to all your moms. So if you are watching the live, please say hello. Let me know you're here so I can say hi back. And tell me where you're watching from. I would love to know where you're coming from. Hello, Earl. Thank you for the hearts, the beginning hearts. I love that. Appreciate you. And if you are watching the replay, please let me know you came in on the replay. And I would love to know where you're coming from. Also, Virginia's in the house, Earl. Nice to see you. So I'm going to get started. Hello, Lori. New York. You know what? My best friend is in New York right now, and she is making me jealous with all the pictures. I want to go there so bad. So I'm going to share 4 reasons why you should start a network marketing business. And I'm not going to say the things that you probably think I'm going to say that you've probably heard from every other network marketer out there. If you haven't been pitched a network marketing business or been sold, tried to be sold a network marketing product, or if you haven't tried it yourself, you probably are living under a rock because network marketing has grown drastically, especially in the last 3 to 5 years. Forbes even said in the next 5 years, which I think they said like a couple of years ago, that there are going to be like, I think it was 72 million people starting a home-based business. So crazy, because people want to have more flexible hours. They want to work for themselves and they want to make money differently. The industrial age is over. People creating employment and workers and society teaching people to go to work to pay the highest taxes. People are now figuring out with the information age, they can make money from home, right? From your phone. The world is different now. So I'm going to share 4 reasons why network marketing. Okay. And we're going to bring some credibility back. We're going to bring some professionalism back. I've been mentored by the best. He studied under mentors that taught him how to make millions, multi-millions of dollars in multiple industries. Okay. Real estate, diamonds and gemstones, network marketing, teaching how to create cash flow, passive income. And he also had books. He also was a part of book studies that cost him over $500,000 to learn from Robert Kiyosaki on cash flow, on financial education. And so, would you think that that would be something you would want to know? Would you want to know $500,000 worth of mentorship, how to make you a millionaire, how to create passive income, financial freedom, time freedom? The answer is probably yes. And so I'm going to share with you over here some of the where we make money. And where do you make money? People make, this is the cash flow quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki. And Robert Kiyosaki says you make money in one, if not multiple, of these boxes, if you're lucky. All right. And so the majority of people are in the earned income quadrant. So reason number one, we want to get you from the employee and the small business owner, from the earned income quadrant. We want to get you to the big business and the investor quadrant, because this is where you make passive income. This is where you get freedom. But we're stuck over here, majority. Okay, I was stuck over here for 20 plus years. I only knew how to work for somebody else. I only knew how to work for money, trade time for money. I didn't know how to make it work for me. And the only way I knew how to get more money was to either get a second job or to go back to school so I could get a higher paying job, right? I only knew how to trade time for money. I didn't know how to make it work for me. And that's the majority of people until I was mentored and educated to learn financial education, learn how to switch quadrants. Robert Kiyosaki said, don't get another job. Get a system, build a system, right? People make money, but systems create wealth. And so over here, the employee, this is where the 9 to 5, this is where you trade time for money. This is where you're taxed at the highest. okay, is the employee. The small business, you work in a system. Over here, the small business owner is where you are the system, right? You might have money. Hey, Tanya. You may have money, but you have limited time, right? You're trading time for money. And plus, you're probably working the hardest because you own the business. That's your business. And you are the system. So if you leave your business goes with you. All right. And or the business kind of fails because you're not there taking care of it. You can't leave for a month and expect your business to flourish. Okay. That's the issue with a small business owner. All right. So this is where you are the system. This is you work in a system. Now over here is the passive freedom side where we want to get to. This is the big business. This is where Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, right? This is where they leverage banks. They leverage systems, right? People make money, but systems create wealth, right? They leverage people. And this is where you get the highest tax benefits, tax advantages. Over here, you're taxed at the highest. I'm going to talk about the reason number 2. But over here, right, people always say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer because the gap keeps going like this. And especially with the economy, hello, Louisa, the economy and the inflation, right? People are starting, like everything's going up except wages. And so the gap is getting bigger and bigger. So how do we bridge that? Okay, how do we bridge that? And one of the things is the big business owners have tax advantages. Why? Because they create jobs, they create employees, they create products that bring money into, and what is that word I'm looking for? They create the economy, right? They create consumerism that purchase and all of that. They lead the economy. So the government gives them tax advantages, right? They give them expenses. And so this is where they've built a system. And so now they can leave their business whenever they want. And they know that their business is going to flourish, right? When we think of Amazon, when we think of, you know, Starbucks, all of those, they have McDonald's, they have systems, right? Okay. And systems create wealth. And then this is cash flow where you're going to invest. And that's where everybody wants to be, right? You want to invest your money. I just want to flip this here. So why network marketing works? Because you start with a couple people. It's a system and it duplicates. Feed the economy. Thank you, Michelle. See, we're stronger together. Yes, they feed the economy, so the government gives them better tax pointages, right? So this is a place of freedom. This is where you multiply your assets. This is the place where you're trading freedom for security, right? You have very limited freedom on this side. So let's get you over here. You can use that by leveraging the network marketing industry, by leveraging a fulfillment center to build a system. And we teach you how to do that in Overcome Nation, all right? And plus, we're going to teach you how to get some tax advantages. Reason number 2, okay? I talked about reason number 2 because you're going to switch quadrants. Number 1. Number 2 is you're going to get some tax advantages because you're going to be in the big business quadrant now. So now you're going to switch from a W-2 to a 1099. Now, one of the things is you want to take your W-2 and you want to switch it to a 1099 so that you can build some extra money. And with that extra money, because if you're in this side, you're living paycheck to paycheck. 77% of people live paycheck to paycheck. 50% of people make $50,000 a year or less. And paying the highest taxes is very hard to get ahead. So there's very little money to invest, and I'm going to show you why. And so if you want to take your W-2 to a 1099, you're going to have more money at the end of the year to invest. And when you invest, you multiply your assets. That's what you want. You want cash flow. You want to multiply. All right? People in network marketing are not teaching this. They're teaching you to buy a product. They're teaching you to get excited. And they're teaching you to go talk to as many people as you can to purchase what you have. And guess what happens? It's just this, it's a rat race. Okay. They're not teaching you how to multiply your assets, leveraging this fulfillment center that is the greatest form of wealth creation. And if you understood the business model and why everybody should consider this, and it's not about selling products to your family and friends, it's about leveraging a system. Okay, it's about building a system so you can multiply your assets. Okay, so number 2 talking point. There's a way you can get your tax back, right? Would you like to get your taxes back? Yes? or yes? Yes. Okay. Now listen, I'm not against taxes. I like paved roads. I like schools. In Canada, I like free healthcare. Semi. Okay. I like private healthcare better if you can afford it. That's why we want to put more money in your pocket so you have options. All right. So you have choices. That's freedom. Okay. And so would you like to be in the big business? Yes or yes? Awesome. Okay. Talking point number two, reason number two. Now, so let's take an average wage, $52,000, okay? So say you are an employee, a W-2, making $52,000 a year. And then the 1099, if you're in a network marketing business, say you're making $52,000 a year, okay? Perfect. If you're making $52,000 as an employee, what happens when you get your paycheck? Do you get the full 52,000? Negative, right? Your taxes come out first. So you already have worked for the money, but you're not going to get it. Okay, the government's going to take it right off the bat. Now, say you're getting taken up with 30%. I don't know, it averages 20 to 30%, depending on how much you're going to be making. Now, listen here. If it's 30%, I'm just going to say 30% because that's what's in Canada. It's 15,600 is coming off that 52,000 right off the bat. So you literally worked for free, $15,000 worth. Okay. Now you're going to take home 36,400. That's what you're taking home. Now, for myself, I did what everybody told me to do. I did what society says is the right thing to do, that you can be successful, you'll be able to take care of your family. Go learn a trade, go learn a skill, right? Get a profession, go to post-secondary education, and go get a good job with a benefits plan and a pension plan. That's what I did, okay? That's what I was told to do. That's what I did. And I made a middle income, average income, okay? Got taxed at the highest. So I went to school for 4 years and took my own money, took my own time to be able to make a capped income. Okay, that's what a W-2 is. It's a capped income that gets taxed at the highest, and you're getting taxed first. So now, with my education, with my paper on the wall that's supposed to be super credible, you're a professional now. I'm bringing home $36,000 a year. Okay, now 36,400. Now, what's a mortgage? Okay, let's just be graceful. Let's say it's $1,000 you're paying a month in rent or your shelter. It's way more now. Rent, you can't even get anything for under $2,500 right now. A mortgage in Canada is like over $1 million right now. So it's like a $4,000 mortgage payment. So let's just be hopeful, and you're paying $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year for your shelter. All right. So now you have 24,400. So let's take some bills off of that. Let's take your Wi-Fi, your groceries, your water, your electricity, your fuel, your clothing, your car, your insurance, your phone. All of that comes off. How much do you, let's say it's $20,000. Okay? Or let's say it's $24,000. No. Let's just say it's $20,000. Right? It's probably not. It's probably 24,400. Okay. So now you have $4,000 left over at the end of the year. Let's add some expenses, right? Something happens. Guess what money is that's going out of there. You know what? It's not $20,000. Let's be real. Okay. How much do you think those has cost you a year? If it's $2,000 a year, a month to pay for expenses, okay, that's $24,000. That leaves you with $400 left over. All right. Now, something happens like your car breaks down, your roof leaks, sporting events, you want to put your child in a sporting event. Guess what? That $400 is gone just like that. So there's very little. And guess what happens? When you have no money, you use your credit card, and which comes into high consumer debt, Now you're struggling, right? You're in debt and you're living that rat race lifestyle where you might be getting by, but you're really hard to get ahead. And you're struggling in debt because you're taught that if you can't pay for it, just use your credit card. Just go to the bank and get a loan. And now you're paying high interest. Now you're in debt, and you're a cash flowing asset for the government, and you're a cash flowing asset for the banks. Okay, but that's where they want you. You're making money for them. So you have very little money to invest, and that's where we want you. We want you to be here, right? We want you to be in the investment to multiply your assets. But if you have no money to do that, what do? You start a network marketing business and you make some extra money and you become a 1099. All right. So now when you're a 1099, you make $52,000 a year. Now you get that money first. You don't get taxed. All right. Remember, you get tax advantages when you become a 1099. Okay. Because you're feeding the economy. Okay. Now, your $52,000. Now, let's say your shelter, it's an expense now. It's your office space. I have an office space right here. Okay? So now I'm going to spend, say, $5,000 a month on, I'm going to call it an office rental. All right? Or $5,000, I'm going to call it an office rental so that my office is an expense. So now I'm going to take $5,000 off the $52,000. Okay? Now I'm going to take the $20,000. Okay? I'm going to take the $20,000 as expenses. Okay? Because you can't write off everything. You can write off some of your Wi-Fi, your fuel, some of your clothing, some of your electricity, your water. Right? You can write that off as a home-based business. Talk to your CPA. I am not a CPA. I cannot give tax advice, but I know when I file my taxes, I get to write off a bunch of stuff. I get to write off my dogs as security. Okay. So again, every state, every province is different. So definitely talk, or, every country is different. So, that's something you have to talk to your CPA. But now you have expenses. So now your bills that come out of your wage now become expenses. So now you're going to take those off. And so now that is $27,000 that you have left over. Guess what? Instead of getting taxed on the $52,000, you're going to get taxed on the $27,000. So say 30% off of that now equals, take away 30%, you now have $8,100 of taxes. Okay? So instead of paying $15,000 in the year, you're paying $81,000. Now, what would you rather pay? Would you rather have almost $10,000 more in your pocket at the end of the year, or do you want it gone to taxes? You know the answer, right? So if you want more money in your pocket and you want to be part of the big business, get a 1099. Reason number 2 to start a network marketing business. So let me show you how to do that. All right. So let me show you how to do that. I gotta switch my notes. All right. And here's why you should start a network marketing, because have you ever thought about joining one of those pyramids? Probably you're like, no. I've heard about those pyramid things. I don't want to be a part of that pyramid. Every business model is a pyramid. Okay, when you look at churches, they're pyramids. Government is a pyramid. The schools are pyramids. Your work, your employment is a pyramid. If you're in the small business, you own a business, you're in the pyramid. You're just at the top of it, right? So everything is a business. Every business model is a pyramid. Now over here, this is the employment pyramid that we're used to, that everybody says that is popular, right? This is the popular opinion. Now, if you're here, hey Rick, how are you? If you are in this employment, which is the popular one that I was in for 20 plus years, at the bottom is the employees, right? That's where the worker bees are. That's where I was for so long. I worked the hardest. Somebody else decided how much money I made an hour. Somebody else decided if I could take a vacation. Somebody else decided if I could move up the corporate ladder. I had somebody else in control of my future, how much money I made, how much time I had, how my career, right? Somebody else had control over it. And I was stuck right here. Now above them is the supervisors, managers, upper management. Who makes all the money? The CEO, right? I could not make as much money as the CEO. Didn't matter how much money I made, and I was taxed at the highest. Didn't matter how much money I made, I couldn't make more than them. Didn't matter how many people I helped. And I was working really, really hard because I just come with good work ethic. The guy next to me, who were part of a union, and you know what union culture creates? He's not working as hard as I am. He's not helping as many people as I am. But guess what? He got the exact same amount of money an hour as I did. Is that fair? No. This pyramid is not fair. Okay. Now over here, this is the network marketing pyramid. Now in this pyramid, you can make as much money as you want. You can work when you want, where you want. You have a debt-free distribution business globally from home, from your phone, 1099 in the big business, and you're growing a business. Okay. Now, as you're building it and you're aligning with people that want the same, okay? Now you are here and you start opening up other locations and helping them grow. Let's say this location over here just grows halfway, okay? And we're built on 2 teams. So in this side, this grows and it's just taken off. Well, guess what? This person here, let's call her Lisa, can make more money than the person above, right? Because guess what? Lisa's working harder. Lisa's helping more people. Now, that's fair. All right. You can make as much money as you want. You can pass everybody up above you. Doesn't matter who's at the top. You can pass them up. That's fair. And with all the tax advantages. Okay. So that's the difference between the pyramids. And then we want to talk about reason number 4, Metcalfe's law. So as you're growing your distribution business, okay, and it's growing and you're helping people, you're going to start off in your first month, okay? You're going to start off and you're going to start with 2. You're going to open up 2 locations just like this person did. Okay, say this is me. All right. I opened up 2 locations. Now, that's 2 in my first month. Now, let's say everyone's going to do half of what you did. Okay, you did 2. I come with good work ethic. I'm going to bring in 2. But say everybody just brings in 1 a month. Okay. Now, in the second month, what's going to happen is you're going to have 4. Okay. Second month, there's going to be 4. Now there's going to be 8 in the third month. The fourth month, 16, 32. 7th month, 6th month, 64. 128. Okay. It's duplicating. It's duplicating. Your business is duplicating. Okay. Now you have 128 people like you. Then 8th month, 9th month, 10th month, 256, 512. In the 10th month, you have 1,094 people in your organization bringing product to the market. Okay. Now you just duplicate yourself over 1,000 times. You've built a distribution machine because now you have 10,000, or no, 10,000. You could have 10,000. It's going to turn into 10,000 once it duplicates, but you have over 1,000 distribution businesses in your organization bringing product to the market. You just built a system. People make money, but systems create wealth because now it's not just you. It's not just you bringing product. And you just started with 2, right? You just started with 2. It's not about quantity, how many people you know and how many people you can get your vitamins in their hand. It's not about that. It's about how many people can you teach and duplicate yourself to bring in to build a system and help a ton of people get to the 1099. So now it's not just about how much product you bring to the market. It's how much your distribution machine brings product to the market. You just got your time back. You no longer work for a living because let's just say you work for 1 hour. Okay, you work for 1 hour and you're getting your 1 person a month. Okay, and you're bringing in you are working 1 hour a month. Everybody else is doing the exact same. You're over 1,000 people are doing the exact same as you are. That's 1,000 hours clocking in your business in 1 day. This side is tied to the 24-hour clock. You could never work more than 24 hours on the earned side employment small business. You only have 24 hours. Here, you have 1,000 hours clocking in your business, and you're working one, and you're getting paid for 1,000. You're in the big business quadrant. The big business side, Forbes says you need 500 employees to qualify as a big business. You have over 1,000 people in your organization, and they're not employees. They're CEOs of their own distribution business with the exact same opportunity that you just had, right? That is duplicating themselves. They're also following this Metcalfe's law and having exponential growth. That's why you have over 1,000 people in your organization. You just got your time back. You no longer work for a living. You now have freedom. People make money, systems create wealth. Wealth is measured in time. I just showed you how to get your time back. Okay, now those are 4 reasons why network marketing. Make sense? Yes or yes? So now in network marketing, since the year 2000, over 42,000 network marketing companies have started. Right? That's a lot of companies. That just shows you the network marketing is a big business. It brings in $300 billion a year in revenue. It pays out about $250 million a day to people like you and me. It's a big business, okay? We need to bring back the professionalism and credibility back. And so out of those 2,000 companies, 42,000 companies, you want to make sure you're aligned with a 5-star. You want to make sure that you are set up to win, okay? And so network marketing is on a rise, okay? Businesses are starting to look like network marketing. And if you look at the Fortune 500 companies now, they are starting to look like network marketing from your phone, right? From home, online, leveraging systems, leveraging people, intangible assets, right? So now, why would you join Overcome Nation? What would be, if there's 42,000 companies, why would you join Overcome Nation? I'm going to give you why, because we offer 7 additional layers of value. Now, everybody else is talking about level 1, right? They're talking about how great their product is. And listen, you have to have a number 1 product. It has to be disruptive. It has to help a ton of people, right? Because you need a disruptive product that you're going to stand behind. But everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying my product's the best. Everyone's talking about their company. Everyone's talking about their compensation plan. And if it was only about level 1 value, everybody would be winning. Am I right? Yes or yes. Everybody would be winning if that was all it needed. But we need more. We need additional value. And of course, Rick is on here. He's the one who founded Overcome Nation. He is given 7 additional. Sorry, I'm getting excited here. I'm just choking on all the truth bombs I'm dropping. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just please stick with me as I get this thing down my throat. Okay. I think I'm back. So there's more levels of value that are being offered because you want to be in a position to win. Once you have that first level of value, you have great products, right? You've aligned with a great fulfillment center, a great company. You have a great compensation plan. Now you need to know what to do with it. Now you need to know how to build a distribution machine that's going to get you in that big business quadrant and get you all of those tax advantages, okay? So value number 1 is the product, okay? Is the company, is the compensation plan, right? All of this stuff that's going to help, that's going to bring product to the market, that's going to be the fulfillment center, right? And that's going to pay you. You want value number 1. Now, how do we use this to really make it work for us and win so that everybody gets wealthy? That's the mission. We want to bring product to the market. We want to make everybody wealthy. And that means we have to bring as much product to the market as possible. But how do you do that? Well, you add a value to financial education and wealth development. We are the only team in this industry that is offering this. right? You have to go to school and use post-secondary education for my profession that I retired from 3 years ago as a social worker, to make $60,000 a year, maybe 70,000 if I really moved up. $70,000 a year, tax at the highest. I had to get a degree and I had to learn a profession. I had to go to education. So there are so many professions that you need an education to make not even six figures. Now, in network marketing, you can make $1 million a year, $1 million a month. People are making $1 million a week in this industry. It's a big business. Remember, I said $300 billion a year. Now, why isn't there financial education? Why aren't people really, aren't you learning how to build a big business? Because the majority of people come in with this value one with the employee mindset, and the employee mindset has limitations. So you come in here and it's very hard to succeed at just value one when you're not learning the entrepreneur mindset, when you're not learning about big business. So that's why it's really hard to succeed here, and you only find a handful of people that are making the money. We have to add more. So value number 2, financial education and wealth development. You're going to learn financial education. You're going to learn how to multiply your assets. You're going to learn how to create a distribution business that cash flows, how to create passive income, money you make whether you work or not. The question isn't asked, how much am I going to make an hour? The question is, how much am I going to make when I stop working? That's what you need to ask. That's what we're going to teach you at value 2. Number 3, of course, you need tools, right? You need to have tools to be able to execute the financial education, to be able to communicate the industry. All right, we have tools. We have an amazing manual that's going to get you to $1 million a year passive income rank, the keys to Black Diamond. Okay, we have tools. We have number 4, we have certified diamonds offered only to our team. That's because Rick, who's on, I don't know if he's still on, but he's invested his own money to pour into his team because, again, you need to add value and you also need to invest in your business. Okay. And so he's invested his own money to enhance the value that Overcome Nation has to offer you. So now you have an opportunity to earn certified diamonds, which appreciate in value. Okay. So that's pretty, no other team is doing that. We also have our own cash bonuses. So not only does value number 1, the company is going to offer the compensation plan, cash bonuses, right? We get paid 8 to 9 ways. And our compensation plan, just to add a little, and add another thing, pays out 62, I think it is, or 67, 62 to 72 when it's at its highest, percent of the revenue goes back into the compensation plan. Very little breakage, and that's what you want. That's value 1. So we're going to get paid very, very well here, but we're also at a bonus. You get extra cash bonuses that you can earn, okay? That Overcome Nation is offering. What else? Reward trips. You also, on top of the company's compensation plan, Overcome Nation is offering free reward trips. So you're getting additional value added to your team that puts them in a position to win, because now you are going to create all of the, you're going to get these extra value, and now you're going to know what to do with it, because now you're not a consumer anymore. You're going to be an entrepreneur. That's what the financial education is going to teach you. You're going to learn how to be an entrepreneur. You're going to learn how to multiply your assets. So all of these, you're going to be able to multiply it. You're going to be able to grow it. When usually, if you're stuck at level 1, if you're a network marketer and you're at level 1 and everyone's talking about the product, everyone's talking about the company, right? And you're talking about the cash bonuses that you're going to get at the fast start. Okay, you can make this much money in a month. All of that hype and manipulation. If your value 1 was able to help somebody create that cash bonus, guess what that cash bonus is going to go to? If you don't have financial education, your cash bonus they're going to spend it. And I see it all the time. They spend it on a nice purse, or they spend it on a car, or they spend it on a liability. And I'm not against liabilities. I like nice things. Trust me, I have a Louis Vuitton purse that I spent, my money on, but that Louis Vuitton purse is not going to bring me money. It doesn't cash flow, right? And so, right, the financial education, what that's going to teach you is if you made $1,000 as a cash bonus, okay, the financial education is going to teach you how to double that. It's going to teach you how to multiply it. So now you're going to have more thousands. Okay, that's going to double and multiply. That's what you want. And that's what these extra values are going to teach you so that you can build it once, get paid forever. Turn your 6 figures and multiply it into 7. Do you see how powerful that is? And not just for a season. This is a legacy. We're going like this. All right. Number 8 oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing something here? Cash. Oh, number 7, NFTs. Right? If you're in our team, you're reaching, you're reaching your ranks. You have incentive to receive and earn NFTs minted on the blockchain. I think I have like 5 or 6 right now. Like, that's pretty cool. That's keeping our organization relevant in a changing world that's going like this. That's going, it's literally moving towards crypto and all of that. We know where this world's going with our money, and the blockchain and NFTs. And so now we're ahead of that and we're part of that movement. We're the only team that has NFTs in their value, in their compensation. Okay? It's not the company. It's not level 1. It's an added value that's only to Overcome Nation. Okay? It's only when you're a part of our team. And then number 8 is coming. There's going to be a compensation plan on top of the company's compensation plan. It's going to be added as an 8th additional value. So 4 reasons why network marketing from a business perspective, how you can put more money in your pocket. And now why our team is because we're going to teach you how to multiply it. We're going to teach you to get into that I quadrant, all right, that big business quadrant, because we're going to teach you how to get your time back. We're going to teach you how to get wealth development. That's why I just taught you how to up your earning power. Okay, high earning power equals value to the market. I just offered you a high value to the marketplace. That just upped your earning power. Now all you have to do is reach out, get in contact with me. Let's set up a plan and let's get you receiving these additional values. All right. Hope this was helpful. If this was helpful and you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share. Please share this. I want to help as many people as I can. And if you have somebody, if you're in Overcome Nation and you have somebody that's been looking at this, this is a great video to share to, tag them, because this will give them tons of value and education on why network marketing and why Overcome Nation. All right, guys, love you. Have an amazing Saturday. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and I can't wait to talk to you.